All right, we're here with second place finisher Lindsay Allison. Lindsay, congratulations on your podium finish here at the Crown King Scramble. How did your race go? Did it go the way you expected? Were there any things that maybe you didn't expect?
Yeah, it was an awesome day. First of all, let's see, did it go? I think it went like pretty as expected. I tried to take it out pretty easy. Chatted with a lot of people, made some new friends. That's always one of my favorite parts of races, honestly. And then I was feeling pretty good around halfway, and so tried to pick it up a little bit on the second half, and was able to push to the finish. So it was pretty well. It went as planned, I would say.
What inspired you to run this race?
It's actually a funny story. I'm friends with Nick Curry, who's Jamil's brother, and I saw him in Telluride last week where I live, and he said he was doing the race, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted to do that. He was like, oh, you should come down. So it was really a last-minute decision. I've always heard of this race and seen it, and I've always wanted to do it, so it was kind of a perfect circumstance to align that we were able to come down this weekend.
Crown King is a very unique place. As you look around this town, it's like a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
As you were heading into town and you saw what you were entering, like basically this is the entirety of town. What did you think? What were your thoughts when you first came to town and saw you were looking at?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's beautiful. The scenery really changes over that last knoll, and I love this like sandy granite. So I thought it was really beautiful. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of the mountains outside of Boulder, where I used to live, and also I live in Telluride, so it's a very small mountain town. So it really just reminds me of home, and I love like small towns. Love this type of vibe, kind of a little hidden gem nestled in the mountains.
What advice would you give for somebody who is coming down to run this race for the first time? Any tips or pointers that you could give as a first timer who did very well here?
Yeah, definitely go out easy. I think it's really easy to go too fast probably on the first 15 or so miles that are relatively flat. I think the hills are pretty brutal in the second half, so making sure you have enough energy and enough in your legs to really be able to get the last 15 done.
And one last question. If you were to run this race again, I hope you do, what would you change about your strategy? Or would you change nothing about your strategy?
I think I would experiment a little bit more with maybe going out a little bit faster. I know I just said the opposite, but I think it'd be a good opportunity to really see like where my limits are if I could try to execute the first bit a little bit faster and then see like where that threshold is for the second half.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.